and hit enter. Copy, paste formula. And by the way, we're not gonna, all the formatting here, all the formatting in these columns, all the formatting is all set. You don't need to touch any formatting. All we're doing is writing formulas. Okay? Everybody with me? You got these two for the quick ratio? All right, let's keep moving on. Next one, accounts receivable turnover. Sales divided by average accounts receivable. Well, since I just have one number in my numerator, I can just click equals, go to the income statement for Caterpillar, and click total sales. Okay? Divided by, now I have to be careful, because in my denominator, I want to calculate average accounts receivable. So remember order of operations from like high school math, or maybe you even have, if you took an algebra course here at Elmhurst, you remember order of operations, multiplying and dividing come before adding and subtracting. So if we're adding two numbers to get an average, we need to do it within a parentheses, or Excel's gonna screw up the formula. So after you click your / for divide, you wanna open a parentheses. Type the word sum and open another parentheses. Go to the balance sheet, and I want average accounts receivable for both 2024 and 2023. So I actually want these four numbers. Sorry, this is showing up here. I don't know how to get rid of that. But I want these four numbers, because for some reason, Caterpillar breaks their accounts receivable into 2 rows. Doesn't matter. We want all 4 numbers. Close your sum, / divide by 2, and close your parentheses. Then hit enter. You should get 3.4.
Wow.
Copy, paste formula,
Golly jeepers.
and you're done with 2023. Okay? Let's go to the next one. This one, I've got an average on the top and the bottom, the numerator and denominator. So I'm gonna go equals and open a parentheses, type sum, open another parentheses, go to the balance sheet, sum those 4 receivables again. I don't know why it keeps putting that there. It's annoying. Sum those 4, close parentheses, divide by 2, close parentheses. That's my numerator. So hit divide, open a parentheses. My denominator is total sales from the income statement divided by 365. Shoot, I forgot to hit number lock. All right, sorry. That's okay. Just get rid of all this. Divided by 365, close parentheses, enter.
This is like what, per day or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sales per day.
Yeah. So,
Copy,
paste.
paste formula. Okay? I want you to notice something here. I want you to notice something. These numbers that we just put in, these 2 ratios,
Did you get
the accounts receivable turnover ratio and the number of days sales and receivable for Caterpillar. We didn't do in this column, columns K and L.
this one right here?
This is where you're gonna do the formulas for Terex, but the numbers that are in here are still coming from the Walmart and Target file. I'm not sure which company this is, either Walmart or Target, it doesn't matter. But what I want you to know is, look how dramatically different the ratios are. They're almost the opposite. The accounts receivable turnover ratio for Caterpillar is very small, and the average days, and the number of days sales in receivables is very high. And the opposite is true for, let's just say this is Target. Can anybody think of why that might be? Why is the accounts receivable turnover for Target so much higher than for Caterpillar? And why is the number of days sales and receivable for Caterpillar so much dramatically higher than for Target?
Because this year cost 80 grand and what Target sells cost like very little, so it's just bigger ticket sales that take longer to collect on versus, customers instantly pay when they go to check out.
I couldn't have said it better myself. No, that's a very, very, very insightful and accurate comment. Yeah, wonderful. You're exactly right. What do you pay with when you go to Target?
Credit card.
Credit card, debit card, cash. What do you pay with when you go to buy $1 million bulldozer?
Credit card.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Credit account.
You're paying you're paying on account.
Yeah.
So it's an account receivable to Caterpillar, and they might, because you're buying a $5 million bulldozer, they might give you 90 days to pay. They might give you 120 days to pay, but you're not walking in and slapping down the debit card, most likely. So I realize that this is kind of comparing two completely different companies, and we obviously haven't updated the Terex numbers yet. But that's exactly what I want you to be thinking when you're doing this, and when you're done, you're gonna be looking at Caterpillar versus Terex, and the differences won't be nearly as dramatic, but there will be differences. Okay, so you're gonna have to be thinking like you were just thinking. Why are they different? I don't know what these numbers are gonna be for Terex, but they might be, let's say, like 5 and 6. And then Terex, to follow along with what you just said, Terex, Caterpillar's selling 30 million, 50 million, $100 million pieces of machinery. Terex is a little bit different company, and they're selling maybe a $20,000 lift, or a $500,000 conveyor belt. So they're similar companies, but Terex is selling lower ticket items, probably collecting more quickly. So when you do calculate these ratios for Terex, my hunch is that this will be a bit higher and this will be a bit lower. But you'll have to see when you get around to doing Terex. So let's just keep going on Caterpillar. Cost of goods sold divided by average inventory equals, go to the income statement, find cost of goods sold for 2024, it's right here. Divided by, well, since we're calculating an average, open a parentheses, type sum, open another parentheses. Go to the CAT balance sheet, find inventory, take 2024 and 2023, close parentheses, divide by 2, close parentheses, enter. Copy, paste formula. Okay? Let's do average, or number of days sales in inventory. We're gonna have an average on the top and the bottom, so equals, open a parentheses, type sum, open another parentheses. Go to the balance sheet, average of the 2 years of inventory, close parentheses, divided by 2, close parentheses. And now hit divide, and we'll work on our numerator, our denominator. Open a parentheses. Cost of goods sold, divided by 365, close parentheses, enter. Copy, paste formula, and you got 2023 done now.
Divided that by 365?
Within the parentheses, yes, my denominator, here's the divider between my numerator and my denominator. So my denominator is in parentheses,